Hi, I'm Jennifer with Santa Clarita ENT, and I'm here to present some helpful hints for your hearing aids. We're going to go over some rules today about wearing hearing aids and how to keep them safe. First, don't get them wet. Don't wear them in the shower, when you're bathing, swimming. Very important because you can kill them with all that water. They're mostly waterproof. So a little water, like some sweat, that's not usually a problem as long as it's not long term. But if you actually dive into the swimming pool, odds are you're going to kill them. If you do get them wet, take them out, and if they have a battery that's disposable, open the battery door. Leave them somewhere just to dry out. Now don't hit them with a blow dryer, or definitely don't put them in an oven of any kind because you'll melt them. But usually simply air drying may allow them to revive, but it might take a day or two before all the moisture gets out of them. There's also desiccant packs or drying packs that you can get from your hearing aid dispenser or audiologist, and they're very good about getting the moisture out. So that would be another option, is to get the battery out of them and then put them in the desiccant or drying pack overnight and see if that revives them. If it doesn't, that means a call to your hearing aid dispenser or audiologist for additional assistance. It may need manufacturer repair. Also keep in mind, don't put them in your pocket when you're going out. Put them in a container or put them in your purse. Because if you leave them in the pocket and then that outfit goes into the laundry, it's going to go through the wash cycle, and again, all that water is going to kill the hearing aid. So you'd follow the same rules. Take the battery out if it's a disposable battery, leave it out to dry, and see if it's revived. But that's another area where some people kind of forget and leave it in the pocket and don't think about the moisture issues. Furthermore, sweat. Sweat is definitely a form of moisture. Most of the hearing aids are pretty water resistant to sweat, but if you're constantly dousing the hearing aid in sweat, eventually the water will enter inside where the internal components are and will cause corrosion. So again, a drying pack might be something good to have on hand. Use it on a nightly basis, and it might prevent future repairs. Second of all, loud noises. You do not want to wear your hearing aids in the presence of loud noises like firearms, explosives, machinery, lawnmowers, blowers, loud concerts. Hearing aids do not double as hearing protection, even when they're turned off. Most hearing aids have purposeful holes in them, ventilation, to get air into the ear and to allow sounds to sound more natural when you're wearing your hearing aids. So by simply turning the hearing aid off or removing the battery, you are not taking and making it into a hearing protector or an earplug. So keep that in mind. Best to wear hearing protection, formal hearing protection, like muffs or plugs, when you're in those environments, and do not wear your hearing aids at all. You don't want to lose more hearing and have to get stronger hearing aids in the future. Also, keep in mind, keep your hearing aids away from pets. Pets love to eat hearing aids. It's the most common cause of damage for hearing aids. Is usually the dog will eat it and you'll find it in pieces all over the floor, or if it's a big enough dog, you just won't find it. Cats tend to want to play with them to death, and that will cause damage and shock to the microphone. So it's best when they're not in your ears, put them in the containers and keep them away from Rover or Felix, as they're going to just get into it too terribly much, and you're going to look at some costly repairs. Oftentimes those are the repairs that we see the most frequent, is the dog will eat it once and then they'll eat it again, and after a while you run out of insurance for your hearing aids and you're starting all over again. So please be very careful. Also, the batteries in your hearing aids are poisonous if swallowed. Now, rechargeable batteries for the most part tend to be encased in the hearing aids nowadays. They're lithium-ion batteries. But there are certain types of rechargeable batteries that also are accessible through the battery door. They are poisonous, as well as the zinc air batteries that are the disposable batteries that most people are used to. Small children might mistake them for silver pieces of candy, and grown-ups may actually mistake them as medications. So don't ever put your batteries in pill bottles, because they may be mistaken as a tablet for another purpose. If someone accidentally ingests a battery, most battery packages have a number to poison control on the back of them. Hopefully no one ever has to use that, but it is there in case of emergencies. So have a good storage place for the batteries, not your refrigerator. It's usually too moist in the refrigerator or freezer. I usually suggest a dresser drawer high up away from children and pets. Lastly, hearing aids should never be worn for imaging, like MRIs and CT scans. Those procedures can actually fry your hearing aids. So make sure when you go to appointments that involve x-rays, MRIs, and CT scans that you remove your hearing devices prior to the procedure. I hope these hints have been helpful, and I look forward to seeing you again in the future with additional information regarding your hearing health. Thank you.